kumilos at makialam. Vote Pilipinas para sa kinabukasan ng bawat isa. May pananagutan, alay natin para sa bayan. Ang boses mo'y gamitin, karapatan ang kinin. Heto na ang pagkakataon para makibahagi ang boto mo. Makapangyarihan, kaya magsama-sama para sa bayan. Vote Pilipinas, kumilos na, tara bumoto ka. Vote Pilipinas, makialam, makibahagi. Vote Pilipinas, kumilos na, tara bumoto ka. Vote Pilipinas, makialam, makibahagi para sa bayan. Para sa bayan. Vote Pilipinas, tara bumoto ka. Vote Pilipinas, tara kumilos at makialam. Vote Pilipinas para sa kinabukasan ng bawat isa. May pananagutan, alay natin para sa bayan. Ang boses mo'y gamitin, karapatan ang kinin. Heto na ang pagkakataon para makibahagi ang boto mo. Makapangyarihan, kaya magsama-sama para sa bayan. Vote Pilipinas, kumilos na, tara bumoto ka. Vote Pilipinas, makialam, makibahagi. Vote Pilipinas, kumilos na, tara bumoto ka. Vote Pilipinas, makialam, makibahagi para sa bayan. Para sa bayan. Vote Pilipinas, tara bumoto ka.
How can you be an informed voter in the coming May 9 elections? Vote Pilipinas presents a one-stop dashboard of verified information for you. In the prevalence of fake news, information overload, the number of candidates and party list organizations to choose from, how can we make sure that we don't drown in information and we vote for the right candidate? Vote Pilipinas, the official information campaign partner of the Commission on Elections, brings you the Candidate Profile Dashboard, your one-stop information dashboard of candidates' profiles and other election-related news and verified information. The Candidate Profile Dashboard contains key information about the national candidates for
President, Vice President, Senators, Party List,
from their political and professional experience, the laws they've contributed, to their stand on key issues. To give you a better perspective of the candidate you are voting for. Visit www.votepilipinas.com to get comprehensive information on the candidates for the May 9 elections. Be an informed voter.
Hashtag bumoto ka, hashtag para sa bayan, hashtag Vote Safe Pilipinas.
Ito ang debating kukumpleto sa inyong desisyon. Sa panahon ng pandemya, kawalan ng trabaho, giyera. Ngayon, higit kailanman, napakahalagang suriin ang susunod na mamumuno sa ating bansa. Sino ang may totoong solusyon? Sino ang may konkretong plano? Sino ang tapat na maglilingkod? Kasama ninyo ang Commission on Election sa pagbantay at pagkilatis sa mga susunod na leader ng ating bansa. Dito ninyo malalaman Pilipinas Debates 2022, The Turning Point. Simulcast live nationwide and worldwide. March 19, Sabado, the Presidential Debate. March 20, Linggo, the Vice Presidential Debate. April 3, Linggo, ang ikalawang Presidential Debate. April 23, Sabado, the Vice Presidential Town Hall Debate. At April 24, Linggo, the Presidential Town Hall Debate. Kilalanin natin mabuti ang mga kandidato sa pagkapangulo at pangalawang pangulo dito sa pinakamalaki at opisyal na serye ng debate. Pilipinas Debates 2022, The Turning Point.
Metro Manila is still the world's worst city to drive in. That's according to the latest data.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our audience joining us via Zoom and Facebook Live, thank you for being with us today. I am your host, Alex Salipon, welcoming you to the hashtag Bumotoka webinar series powered by Smart and Rakuten Viber. This series is part of the entire Bumotoka campaign together with the other initiatives such as the candidate profile dashboard and the presidential and vice presidential debates. As we enter the new government through the May 9 national elections, like a month away na lang yun. But you know what? Looking back at the past government leaders is a practice that we should do the most. We need to assess kung ano nga ba yung government leaders na mayroon tayo. Because new issues and problems will arise that the world faces, and the public servants voted into the positions must possess certain traits in order to serve the public well and not be faced with anything that comes to them. Today, we find out that a good government possesses and what we as voters need to know and look out for as we look for the candidates. To help us unpack these issues, we gladly present and welcome our distinguished guests with us today. Our first speaker, Mara Melchos Mardi Mapa Suplido, has held top management positions in government and non-profit sector across the Philippines and Southeast Asia for more than 30 years. She has joined Build Change in March 2021, following 7 years as the Philippine Country Manager for an international blindness prevention organization. Mardi's expertise includes planning, policy dialogue, multi-stakeholder collaboration, and social mobilization honed across years of leading international development organizations and projects with donors such as USAID, SIDA, and USAID. Her stints with the government, Philippine government include serving as a chairperson of the National Youth Commission, provincial board member of Negros Occidental, and director of the Office of the Presidential Advisor for the Peace Process. In addition to her professional experience, Madi is also extremely active in civil society and has taken national leadership roles in human rights, youth, and peace-building organizations. Mardi majored in community development for the University of the Philippines and has traveled to 40 countries. Sana all 40 countries. Dream ka din yan. So let us all welcome Miss Mardi Mapa Suplido. Hi, Miss Mardi.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for the warm
Hi.
welcome.
Yes. Okay. So for our next panel speaker, this person has founded his organization called the Good Gov PH back in 2019. A youth-led movement for a good governance in the Philippines. Since then, Good Gov PH has collectively engaged over 20,000 Filipino youth in promoting citizen participation, transparency, accountability, inclusivity, and sustainable development in governance. Good Gov PH was recognized one of the country's 2020 10 accomplished youth organization, or known as Tayo Awards, and has received multiple national and international recognition. He also formed the local civic organization of Sulong San Pablo, a youth parliaments of Laguna, and reconvenes the San Pablo City Youth Development Council to spearhead initiatives for active youth participation in local governance and policy. Successfully, he also drafted and lobbied for the passage of the local youth development plan in the City Council. He is also an alumni Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative, academic fellowship hosted by the University of Nebraska, Omaha, a leadership democracy fellowed hosted by the USA, the foundation, with an extensive bridging leadership program under the Asian Institute of Management, and was selected to join the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, Youth-led Integrity Advisory Board to advise on strategies to engage young people in effective and meaningful anti-corruption efforts. Currently, he is pursuing his Juris Doctor degree at the UP College of Law. Without further ado, let us warmly welcome Mr. Dexter Young. Hi, Mr. Dexter.
Thank you for the very nice introduction, and thank you for inviting me here today.
Thank you as well. For our final panel speaker, guys, we have 3 speakers. This last person is a public servant, entrepreneur, writer, and best-selling author who has written 5 books, including book on presidential inaugurals, entitled Steward of the Nation, Inaugural Vision from Aguinaldo to Duterte, which reached number 8 on the Power Book bestseller list. Kung mahilig kayo magbasa, baka alam niyo na, nakita niyo na yung book ni Sir. In a career in a public service spanning 23 years, he has served in all 3 branches of the Philippine government, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. More than that, he has always been an educator. He taught English literature, political science, and public speaking at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines and the Assumption College, Manila. A product of the University Philippines Diliman, he was the founding member and the president of the UP Debate Society and the captain of the UP debating team. He is currently the Undersecretary for Plans, Public Affairs, and Communication and the official spokesperson of the Department of the Interior and the local government. He is also the chair of the task group of the governance, subtask group of the risk communication, and the member of the Vaccine Cluster National Task Force COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, Undersecretary Jonathan E. Malaya. Hi, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, unmute ko lang. Okay.
Sige
Maraming
po.
salamat, Alex. Thank you for having me in your program. It's an honor for me to be here.
Maraming salamat po. I'm sure po busy din po kayo, but you know, you guys made the time for us for this webinar. But to talk about the Q&A, the panel discussion, I'm sure, I'm super excited actually to get us all started, and I'm sure everyone watching us live are too. So before we proceed with our first question, you know, this pandemic is somehow a blessing in disguise in terms of yung it shows us kung anong mga tao yung meron tayo sa paligid and even kung anong government yung meron tayo sa nation na to. So yung first question ko po, ano po kaya sa tingin niyo yung traits or characteristic ng isang good governing body? You can answer po kahit sino po. Maybe we can start with Sir Dexter.
Yeah, so again, no, thank you for the invitation. I'm really honored to be with very great speakers, sila Yusek and sila Ms. Marby. On our part, so just to give context, no, we take on the representation of young people who are really interested in governance. And ang pinaka nakikita namin based on our consultations is Filipino value, no, yung pakikipagkapwa. Hindi natin hinihiwalay yung governance dun sa cultural value natin na pinahahalagahan natin yung kapwa natin Pilipino. And I think stemming from kapwa, na makikita natin that citizen participation, when a governing body promotes citizen participation, promotes transparency and accountability, because of that concern for people, mas na-appreciate ng mga tao at mas tumutulong din sila sa mga programa, mga polisiya ng ating pamahalaan, ng governance natin. So I think yun muna, yung pinakauna, yung konsepto, yung pagpapahalaga sa kapwa, yung pinaka nakikita natin at nararamdaman ng mga Pilipino.
Okay. Thank you for that, Sir Dexter. How about si Miss Mardy po?
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, I'll give you 2 sets of answers, okay? Yung first is mine, and then the second one is from a study we made. So, sa akin, based on my experience, not just NGO, but also kasi I entered nga, di ba, politics as a provincial board member. So, for me, 5 things, no? Number 1, very important, yung accountability or pananagutan sa Filipino, di ba? Yung responsive talaga to the people kasi nga you were put there by the people. The second, yung transparency and openness. For me, that's so important. Doesn't matter if your local government has no money or, parang ganyan. Basta may parang clear, it's open, it's transparent with its budget, its processes, its agreements. The third is effective naman siya and efficient. No? Sana, yung governing body is has a good review and approval process kasi we noticed when NGOs, we have so many projects, pero you reach so many barriers with these, yung mga permitting and all, no? So for houses, for projects, so yung competent capacity nandun sa third. The fourth, of course, sana democratic and equitable, yung pinapasama talaga yung participation ng different sectors in its decisions. No? And the fifth one is yung rule of law. No? Meron talagang checks and balances between executive, legislative, judiciary, there's respect for human rights. So Those are mine. For me, those 5. But I also want to say that last year, Insight Gov, we conducted 80 sessions and discussions with partners from different basic sectors. And we asked them, ano sa inyo yung mabuting pamamahala? Interesting yung lumabas. So may nagsabi, majority of the answers, may kakayahang makinig was number 1. No? Makipagsimpatya. Okay, sorry. The second one is tapat at hindi corrupt. Okay, trusted. The third one is may klarong direction, programa. The fourth is may takot sa Diyos. The fifth is inuuna yung kapakanan ng may hirap. Walang kinikilingan. Yon. And then the sixth is nagsiservisyo sa bayan. So very interesting yung para sa mga basic sectors, yung good governance.
Opo, I agree with that. Grabe. Ang dami nga po, ako as a youth, I think, ang dami rin po pumapasok sa akin in terms of the good governance. But it's nice to be empowered with other people who has wisdom to fully understand ano nga ba talaga ang kailangan ng isang bansa for the good governance. So for Mr. Jonathan, ano po naman po yung masasabi niyo po?
Yes, thank you, Alex. No, kasi when we talk about the traits of a good governing body, as mentioned by the other speakers, there's always transparency, accountability, efficiency, equity, participation, integrity. No, that those are the usual things that we expect from government. But having served in government for so long, after graduating from college, sa tingin ko there are two things, yung public officer or yung elected public official, even an appointed public official, kailangan malakas ang loob, nandun yung tapang, I just came kasi from Boracay where we did inspections of the various establishments there because we have reopened the economy. And nakita ko yung pagsimula ng pagbubukas ng ating ekonomiya doon. And the fact that the circumferential road has been completed already. And then yung mga negosyo doon, when we closed for 6 months, 25 plus 5 meters is meant na implement na natin. Meaning, it was such an unpopular thing when we implemented that a few years back, but now we are reaping the benefits of political strength and political leadership on the part of public officials. And yun nga, china-challenge namin yung mayor doon sa Malay because ang dami-daming violations doon and we had to suspend him because of the very violations that we saw. So political will is very important, I think. We have so many laws that have been passed, but not many of them are being implemented because of lack of political will. Marami sa ating mga public officials takot na makante yung mga powers that be in the community and are not addressing the many issues that have been there for a long time. Pangalawa, importante sa akin yung public official na may malasakit. Yung pagmamahal sa kapwa. This was also mentioned by the other panelists. Pag may malaking dagok sa ating mga na dinadaanan yung ating bansa, in particular during the pandemic, many of our local governments rose up to the challenge and provided ayuda and assistance to a lot of our kababayans nationwide. Doon lumabas, instead of utilizing the money for other things, nakapag-provide tayo ng comprehensive ayuda program towards the pandemic, and that shows the malasakit aspect of leadership. So those two things I think are important if we are going to have a good governance in our public service.
Yes, thank you po. I think it's really important to act as someone na, di ba parang lead as someone na parang ikaw din nasa posisyon ng mga taong nililid mo. And I think it's really nice to say that you have to be someone who listens to the people because as someone na nakaupo dun sa mataas na posisyon, kaya ka binoto kasi gusto ng mga kababayan na marinig yung boses nila. Ano pa yung parang yung title mo, kung yung kababayan, wala rin naman sila napapala sa'yo. And next is that you need to empathize. Nga, like what you said, I think yung one thing na nakita ko yung parang unity, parang nagkaroon ng unity in terms of the pandemic is that yung pagdating sa mga pagbigay po ng mga pagkain po during the pandemic, di ba parang Ang dami po nawalan po ng trabaho. Pero those people made a way to help other people despite na wala silang title, wala silang, hindi naman yung ibang mayaman, but because of the people helping together, they were able to strive for the betterment of the nation. And yun nga po, I hope the people na nakikinig po ngayon, I hope you were able to assess ano nga bang leaders ang kailangan natin sa bansang ito. So for our second question, this is like, so we have been in a global health pandemic for 2 to 3 years already. Sana wag na umabot talaga ng 3, but I don't know, we don't know. And if there are any practices that the government has done that should be passed on to the upcoming governing body as the Philippines tries to reopen the economy. Alam naman po natin na marami po nagsara po ng mga businesses, marami po nawala ng trabaho. So, ano po sa tingin niyo na yung mga pwede pong mapasa po na traits for the next governing body po? Maybe we can start with Miss Mardy.
Sige. Yeah. First, parang not much good practices na ginawa sa national government, di ba? Kasi parang I don't know, it wasn't that successful in terms of managing the health crisis and supporting the economy. Pero what I found was really good was because it was national government, because everyone was, di ba, parang quarantined and, we were parang paralyzed, di ba? So, national government was forced to empower the LGUs, and this was what I found so good and a practice that I think should continue. Like, for example, you fund distribution, no? Instead of national government agencies, they couldn't go down to the provinces. So local government agencies, yung mga nag-distribute, and it was good kasi sila yung mismo frontline, no? They know who the people are and so on. Delivery of health services was passed on to local governments. What's interesting, for example, when I went to because I was here in Metro Manila during the whole pandemic, pero slowly, syempre, we've been traveling. I found out, for example, in Negros, so many good practices, like meron silang mga S-Pass na you can use it for every store. Dito sa Metro Manila, you have to sign every store you enter, di ba? Tapos, they implemented yung mga, when you're going to pass through the LGU, they'll put a sticker at the door of your car. So they know you cannot go down, no, yung mga ganyan. And then meron pang mga sa Negros Oriental ba, Occidental, the people from the buses have to go down and take a shower and then go back again. This was at the start of the pandemic, no? And then in Calatagan, where I would go also, yung parang meron silang their own check. In Baguio, yung triage that they would have. In other places, they would, instead of catching people, provide masks for all. So for me, it's the whole, parang LGUs become so much more effective and creative when they're empowered to do it. So that's the practice I want to see continue.
That's very nice. The empowerment, yung parang energy na nakukuha nyo po, no, na pwede mo ipasa pa sa iba.
Sa LGUs who know the people, di ba? More than national.
Opo. How about si Sir Jonathan po?
Yung ating approach to the pandemic under the National Action Plans 1 until now, which is National Action Plan Phase 5, has been national government enabled and local government led. No, that is why my department, the DILG, has been at the forefront of ensuring that the local government units are prepared and are resilient and can deliver the services to the public at this time, no, especially in a pandemic. If ever there is a best practice na sa tingin ko should be continued by the next administration, it would be the vaccination program. No, wag pabayaan yung vaccination program because right now South Korea, no, are having problems. Hong Kong, punong-puno yung mga ospital nila. Cases are rising in other Southeast Asian countries, but our case, I think, less than 300 yesterday. No, so we are in a sweet spot, no, right now. And when we ask the experts like Father Austriatico, Dr. Edsel Salvana, what is the reason for that? It's because of our vaccination program. We have administered almost 180 million doses of vaccines in 1 year alone. And this is the first time that we have done that in the history of the Philippines. We have not administered that many vaccines. So my hope is that the next administration continue the vaccination program, work harder sa Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, where we have problems because of many issues, no? and maintain the steady supply of vaccine. One of the secrets to our success in the vaccination program is the portfolio of vaccines that we have procured. Now, instead of just 1 or 2 vaccine brands, we procured from everywhere. No, so there is a wide variety of vaccines available, and we hope that the next administration will continue this, no, because we don't know when the pandemic will end. We're not sure if it's going to be an endemic, and the only defense we have is the vaccine. And we continue to vaccinate, especially the senior citizens, because that was the problem with Hong Kong. No, they failed to vaccinate their senior citizens, kaya the senior citizens are the ones filling up their hospitals. So the vaccination program must continue. It must be ramped up moving forward under the next administration.
Thank you for that, sir. Like, reiterate ko lang, sinabi nga ni sir na yung vaccination program, like as we all know, marami pang mga Pilipino ang walang vaccine, and may mga taong nasa baba na hindi nila ma-access yun. And sa tingin ko, maganda nga rin po na maitaguyod po yun ng next government body sa next national election po. So for Sir Dexter po.
Yeah, for my part naman, siguro coming din from my personal experience as a young leader, I identified 3 things. No? Number 1, it's good that because of the pandemic na highlight yung need natin to really invest in information technology and yung pag-digitalize ng government services natin. So I hope that that's something that will be carried over in the next administration, yung pagiging mas accessible, no, through internet ng ating mga government services. Number 2, it's our access to information. No, we have partnered with PCOO, Freedom of Information Philippines, no, over the past year, and doon talaga natin nakita, no, that people could actually access these kinds of information that will help hold their local governments accountable. No, and so there have been a lot of campaigns ngayon. Actually, we're part of that campaign to extend, no, yung freedom of information natin, not just to the executive but to also other branches of government through the passage of the FOI law. And that's something that we're supporting, no, lalo na may papasok na bagong administration, that hopefully more public servants or public officials who will get elected will support in order to, no, promote transparency and accountability. And lastly, siguro hugot namin mga kabataan, we feel like because of the pandemic, mas na-highlight yung role ng mga kabataan in responding to these kinds of, you know, crises and issues. Makita natin, over the past year, puro mga kabataan yung nagmo-mobilize ng mga resources all around the country, working with their local governments, or even sometimes, no, ino-augment nila yung kakulangan ng mga local governments natin. And I think that's very important. And what we've seen is that because of that, mas napanindigan, no, ng government natin, ng NYC, ng DILG, for example, yung need na ma-activate yung mga local youth governance institutions natin. What do I mean by that? Yung mga sangguniang kabataan natin, yung mga local youth development councils natin, kailangan gumagana sila in order for more young people to participate in governance. And that's what we've been advocating for the past year. No, na if we activate these youth institutions, hindi lang sa mga resource mobilizations tayo pwedeng makisama, no? Kasama tayo sa paggawa ng polisiya for local youth development, kasama tayo sa implementation ng mga ganitong mga programa. And I hope, no, that, you know, if yung constitutional mandate natin is to really recognize the youth's role in nation building, we really hope that in the next administration kasama ang kabataan, no, sa mga magiging plano nila.
Okay, yeah, not just the warm bodies, diba? Not just your physical presence and your energy, but also sa decision making talaga dapat.
Yes, exactly po.
Good.
Grabe. I mean, alam niyo po ba, like as a youth then, parang nakikita ko nga po yung mga tao, like from Facebook to Twitter, grabe sila to campaign, to really, you know, for example, for human rights, they're really fighting for it when no one else do po. So like what Miss Mardy said a while ago as well, na yung empowerment dapat, di natin dapat inaasa yung pagsalba po ng government sa atin, because as human beings, kahit wala po tayong position, we need to be empowered to see change sa isang culture natin, sa isang society, sa isang bansa po. And like kay Sir Jonathan nga din po, di ba, parang ina-emphasize naman niya naman po doon yung kaligtasan po natin in this time of pandemic. And I think na kailangan na siguro ng government po to really find a way to end this pandemic. Kasi 2 years na po ako, never pa po ako nakapag face-to-face class after nag-college ako. So it's kind of sad po na hindi ko na po siya na-experience. And having someone in the government that who can, fight that and combat the pandemic, it will not just benefit the economy, but of course, yung mga next generation po. Kasi ibang-iba po talaga yung setting ng online eh. And for Sir Dexter, ano po din talaga, saludo din po ako sa mga kabataan who use their voice for the betterment of the nation, na hindi na po sila natatakot. I mean, kung iba natatakot, andun pa rin iba to empower them and to, give them the voice and use their right to make this country a better place. So yun po, baka may gusto po kayong idagdag, Miss Mardy, Sir Jonathan? Wala naman po. Okay. Let's proceed to the third question. So foremost, like being an active participant in society in terms of the government means they have to run for a position. Is this true po ba? If not, what are the possible ways that a citizen can exercise their role na kahit sino po sila? So maybe we can start with Sir Dexter po.
Ayan, so actually, it's a very nice question and kumbaga core yan ng advokasya natin bilang mga kabataan. Una bumoto ka, no? Yun yung challenge naman ng COMELEC ng Vote Pilipinas. Kailangan bumoto yung mga tao in order to really participate. And beyond that, we challenge them to actually campaign for public officials that they really resonate with and they think would practice good governance. Other than that, hindi naman kailangan tumakbo. Diba? Yun yung lagi nating sinasabi. Kasi we have mechanisms in order to participate. And that's something I mentioned earlier. If you're a young person, hindi mo kailangan maging elected SK official. You can be part of your student council, your local organization, yung mga clubs natin. And you can be accredited by your LGU and you can take part in local youth development. Pwede ka maging bahagi ng local youth development council, kaakibat mo yung mga sangguniang kabataan sa paggawa ng ordinansa ng mga polisiya, pagbabudget ng mga youth programs para ikabubuti ng mga kapwa nating kabataan. But beyond that, na-realize din kasi namin ngayon na hindi na pala sapat na sabihin natin na gamitin natin itong mga platapormang to. Ang hamon natin ngayon sa mga kabataan, kung alam mong magaling ka, kung alam mong kaya mo, bakit hindi ka tumakbo? Hindi mo kailangan ng resources, hindi mo kailangan ng apelido ng kapamilya na nasa gobyerno na. Kung kasama mo yung mga kapwa mo kabataan na naniniwala na kaya pa rin natin na kumbaga tahakin itong journey, itong path ng politics na kinakatakutan na ngayon. Kasi 'di ba yung reality natin is more than half of our congressmen, for example, or governors already belong in political families. And for people like us na wala naman kaming ganung access to that political capital, parang hopeless na, 'di ba? And so our challenge to our young people is not to be afraid. Kung kaya natin gumalaw kahit hindi tayo bahagi ng politika, kung wala tayo sa posisyon, kung kaya natin gumalaw kahit walang posisyon, mas marami tayong magagawa kung nasa posisyon yung mga katulad natin na naniniwala sa ikabubuti ng bansa. So yun yung challenge, diba? Gamitin natin lahat, exhaust natin lahat ng means at kung kaya, tumakbo tayo kasi sama-sama tayo sa ganitong
Miss Mardy, baka po may sabihin po kayo. Go po.
Yes. I just want to first totally agree, right, with what Dexter said. Kasi like he said first at the start, there are many ways we can be involved and contribute to good governance, diba, in our LGUs. Like yung sabi nga na the bottom-up budgeting or the provincial and city municipal councils. If there was this, yung Kalahi Seeds, diba, yung parang where sectors are involved in the budget, and then of course by voting. But okay, like again, like I said, like I agree. If you can, I remember I was kasi a youth leader during the EDSA, People Power, 30 years ago, diba? And we also at that time we said it's not enough that we just oppose the government. We have to go in if we really want to change it. And so even if, like my experience, even if with the NGOs, many think, ang dumi ng government and ng politics, diba? But if no one's going to do it, who else will? So for me, I want to totally support na. You don't have to, but if you can, please go into politics or government, because there you can really make a big difference. Yeah. In fact, we have what we call a theory of change in InsightGov, we call it PGD. And it means politics, governance, and development. My message kasi is to all those who are in NGO, no, we want development in our country. But from our experience, yeah, it's good. We have development, we have projects, pero eventually we will realize that we cannot sustain this. No, the best way to sustain the good service is if you integrate this with government. Diba? It has to be government who will do the basic services. But many of us who went into government also saw that a lot of what we were doing was still influenced by who was in power, by politics. So eventually, dun talaga dapat, no? It has to be, parang in the end, development outcomes will still be influenced by politics. Kaya dapat talaga, we all get involved.
Okay po, thank you po. Si Sir Jonathan po, pwede po kayong mag-comment po, like anything po that you want to say.
Alex, kasi every one of us wants something better for our country. Lahat naman yun, di ba? We want a better country. And sa tingin ko, people have to walk the talk. So if you want to make change in our country, join government. No, because like me, I have so many friends from UP. No, kasabayan ko sa UP.
Ako ba kasabay mo?
Ha? Pero meron sa kanila wala sa gobyerno. They're not in government, no? Even not this administration, even the past administrations. And I had the opportunity to work in local government, for example, as a department head in a highly urbanized city in Metro Manila. Dalawa lang kaming taga-UP doon. As in the entire city government, dalawa lang kami. No, sabi ko, nasaan yung mga scholar ng bayan? No, nag-aral at ang binayaran lang during my time, magkano lang, less than 1,000 yung binabayaran. Ngayon zero na. There's none, zero. Even the collegiate fee wala na. Wala na binabayaran sa state colleges and universities nationwide. Now, so nasan sila, no? So para sa akin, it doesn't have to be a public office. It doesn't have to be an elected public office, I'm sorry, no? You don't have to run for councilor or you don't have to run for mayor. Join government, apply, no, for a government position, take the civil service exam, and then walk the talk, no? Kasi it's so easy to criticize, but if you don't know the situation, for example, it's so easy to criticize government, but are you paying your taxes? Isa yan sa mga malaking tanong, no? You complain that the ayuda did not arrive, no? But do you pay your income tax? Diba? And that's the thing. But but government service, of course, is not for everyone. No, I know a lot of people who were disillusioned when they joined government and left. No, so I understand. But if you can, please do. If not, be a good citizen. No, so I mentioned paying taxes because that's the lifeblood of government. Some people are saying, bakit daw lumaki ang utang natin? Precisely because we do not generate enough revenues to pay for the needs of our country. So we need people to pay taxes. Pangalawa, during the pandemic, people complain about wearing face masks, people complain about the lockdown, but a lot of people are violating the very rules that are required for us to stop the lockdown. No? So that's why at the time the DILG launched the Disiplina Muna campaign, because there was a tendency on the part of a lot of people na anong ginagawa ng gobyerno? Bakit yung gobyerno pa rin? Bakit yung gobyerno? When in fact, it is the person, the action of the person that spreads the virus. No? Paglabas mo sa bahay, hindi ka nag-face mask, may nakausap ka, pag uwi mo, you are the one that infects your family. So ang sinasabi namin noon, if you love your country, follow the minimum public health standards, use the face mask, face shield, because you are loving yourself, you're loving your family, and by doing so, you are protecting your community in your country. No, you don't have to join government, but by being a good citizen, you are able to do your part in making the country a better place. But of course, kanina may mga mention si Dexter na mga ways of participation in government without joining or running for public office. And those are also very good things that we should do moving forward.
Thank you for that, sir. But we actually have a follow-up question for you from our audience. Yung tanong po niya, but how is the work like in the government? What can the youth expect from working in different departments po?
Ako kasi I've worked in 8 government agencies. No? The DILG is my 8th government agency, so I've worked in all the 3 branches already. It's a culture shock. Okay, so kasi some people come in, they join, so they feel that, you know, but it's hard. It's hard. I have to be honest, no. It's not for everyone. But if your heart is in the right place, mabubuhay ka naman. No, you can. Mas maganda na ngayon ang sweldo sa gobyerno compared to when I joined before. Before hindi talaga mabuhay yung pamilya mo. But because of the successive salary standardization laws, mas maganda na ngayon ang compensation sa gobyerno. Also but of course every government agency has its own culture. So every time you join a government agency, a lot of adjustment has to be made. But if you know how to make things happen, you know, there are ways naman, no? There are ways to make things happen. Then you're able to work within the system. Then magta-thrive ka naman, no?
Miss Marty, do you want to add any comments po ba? Like the Sir Dexter?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that kasi after I graduated nung undergrad in 2019, I was a public administration student, so naturally I would work in government. Iba yung na-experience ko kasi you know, back then inisip ko when you work in government, siguro mga kasama mo medyo medyo senior na in terms of age, di ba? Parang baka hindi ka masyado nakaka-relate or alam mo yun, parang syempre parang you're at the bottom of the food chain, parang ganun na sinasabi nila, so baka utos-utusan ka lang or something. And I was lucky enough to join a government agency that had a lot of young people because the managers, yung mga division heads, they really supported young people. So pagpasok ko doon, it felt like I was part of a student organization. We had a bunch of really competent, really credible young professionals, no, that really enjoyed the work that they're doing in government. And I think that's what inspired me because I imagine parang meron parang division chief level, parang gano'n na who was really young. And it really inspired me na hindi pala sobrang traditional. No? They really tried to integrate innovation, new approaches, no, more mas participatory na approaches in how they conduct their services. No, so it will not always be yung traditional na ina-expect natin. And we can only know if we try. And even better if we try with the people that we're with. So yung mga kabatch natin, di ba? Kung interested kayo mag-government, maghata ka ng barkada mo, mag-apply tayo sabay-sabay. Diba? So yun lang naman for me.
Sige, Alex, I'll add also kasi I was in 3 government posts. 2 were in the executive nga, yung National Youth Commission and yung OPAP. But the third one was the most interesting kasi politics, diba? As I mentioned, I was a provincial board member. So it was, like Jonathan said, culture shock, no? Kasi talagang, I entered with all this idealism na wanting to serve and legislate, diba? Kasi ang board member is a legislator. Pero yun pala, the next day you have so many people coming to your gate, to your door, asking for money for pamasahe, for school uniforms, for school supplies. So I was like, what? This is not what I signed up for. So, it's something that you really need to just learn and deal with. And for me, I guess a lesson is we really shouldn't judge. For me, the biggest lesson I got was we shouldn't judge other elected government officials, no? Kasi it's also parang the way they are because also of how people expect them to be, the role that they expect now, which is to give them money for their uniform or for their medicines. So I think there's so much changes that need to be done. And as Dexter said, the best way is if you go in together and that civil society has to provide a support for those who crossed over. Kasi it's not something you can just do alone. You can't make the change. You really need more people to go in with you together.
You know, Alex, no, if you are an idealist, no, you're young, best to join national government. No? Kasi the national government, thematic, programmatic, no. So if you want to work on healthcare, you can go to the DOH. If you want to work on infrastructure, you go to the DPWH and join the build team. Just stuff like that. No. But if you want to make a greater impact, join the LGU. But LGUs are politicized. Okay. So alam ni Ma'am yan, no? That is. But dun mas kailangan ng magagaling, no? Because in my 4 or 5 years now in the DILG, we don't have a lot of technical people on the local government. The technical people are in the national government, no? And you need good technical people in the LGUs because of the Bandanas ruling. The Bandanas ruling of the Supreme Court will raise by 25 to 30% the internal revenue allotment of local government. So, ang tanong, paano magagamit yung pondong yan if the LGUs do not have the proper technical people to do procurement, proper technical people to do project planning, stuff that that is present in the national government, but with devolution, with full devolution, is also required in the local government. So really, yun nga lang, there are more mines, no? Madaming mga pitfalls ang local government, and you have to be politically aware to survive in a local government environment.
With all of that po, curious lang din po ako. For example, I'm someone who might be considering to enter the government, like to work there po. Is there any requirements that I need para po makapag-work po doon? For example, college degree or anything po na kailangan ko po?
Ako ba, Alex?
Sige po, pwede naman po. Any one of you can answer po.
Oo, for the vacancies that you see sa civil service and sa mga national government agencies, of course there are basic requirements. If it is a permanent position, you have to pass the civil service exam, no? So if you are a cum laude graduate, good for you. That means immediate eligibility for government positions. So there are other requirements. Of course, depende sa position na ina-applyan. There are some positions na pwede na yung second year college, but most of the positions now are ang requirement ay 4-year college degree. Even sa police, no? The Philippine National Police, there are requirements for a college degree, and there are exams, National Police Commission exams that have to be passed before you can join the PNP. Pero ang ganda sa PNP ngayon, nadoble yung sweldo nila. So the compensation is now very, very, very good. So ang dami ngayon nag-a-apply to join the PNP.
Alright, thank you po. Grabe, nakaka-empower makinig po sa inyo para mas gusto ko lalo ng, alam mo yung parang I wanna see change, but how can I see change if ako wala naman akong ginagawa? And like what Sir Dexter said, di ba, parang even you're in college student or maybe senior high school, mag-start ka mag-lead within in your organization. Kasi I think doon din po talaga nag-start mag-build yung character mo, kung paano mo i-management skills mo, yung communication skills mo, kasi that's really important na indadalin mo pagdating mo in the real world po. And like what they said, yung una mong maaambag din sa Pilipinas ay yung boto mo. Ako po, first time ko po mag-vote this year kasi bata pa po ako noong 2016, so I wasn't able to vote. And right now, I'm proud to say that, you know, I'm here to make a change as well for my nation. And nag-start yun sa bumoto ka. So dapat rehistrado po yung mga tao po na nakikinig po sa atin. And siguro po, lastly, like what said, Sir Jonathan said, you need to walk the talk. Hindi lang puro plataforma ka. Hindi lang puro idealistic na ito yung gusto mo, ito yung gusto mo. But you need to work on it. Because, you know, like faith without action is dead. So without working on it, wala din po siya. Like, bali, wala lahat ng ginagawa natin. So thank you talaga. Sobrang na-empower ako kahit sa sarili ko po parang, grabe. Kasi po meron din po akong organization in my school where I lead an event where kahit ano po siya, communication society siya. So, nagbibigay din po kami ng voters education to other people as well. So, yun nga po, kung may gusto po tayong gawin, kahit wala po tayong platforma pa, wala tayong title, we can do something basta gusto po natin. So, yun. Going to our next question po. what practices should citizens expect in the government, especially since a lot of social issues have been highlighted, especially on social media po. So alam naman po natin social media, ang dami na rin po tumakalat po ng mga fake news. So sa tingin niyo po, ano po yung mga practices na yung mga citizens po should expect in the new government po? Maybe we can start with Miss Mardy.
Sige. For me, thanks to all the advocacy that the youth have been doing on social media, right? I'm hoping that the next government, number one, as a result of what happened the past few years, they should find sana a better solution to the drug war. That's number one, di ba? Kasi, I mean, we've seen that EJK talaga, that's not the solution. Number two, sana malesen or ma-stop talaga yung red tagging and the harassment of the opposition, di ba? So, that will start sana by freeing Senator Laila De Lima and then stop the closing of businesses that are, opposition, like, for example, ABS-CBN or harassment of Rappler and so on. Third, sana the next government will really bring back yung programs that involve participation of the people, right? Like the bottom-up budgeting, the Kalahi seeds, and so on, right? So those sana are the top three sana that because of these issues the past years that the next government will bring. And I think one more is sana lesson from the past election season or this election season. Sana may two-party rule at two-party yung two candidates lang. Yeah, like in the US, di ba? Kasi always na lang in the last election, parang you don't have a majority president. Here na naman, you have 6 or more candidates. So, I think it's about time that we kind of follow yan na lang sana, two parties lang talaga sa elections.
Sir Jonathan or Sir Dexter? Go lang po.
Yeah, well, para sa akin, kasi the question is, what should citizens expect in government? Okay, since a lot of issues have been highlighted, especially on social media. I think those in government should understand that public service is a privilege. No, some kasi already consider it a right. No, when in fact, to be in public service is a privilege to be able to influence events. No, ako, I never expected to join the DILG. In fact, takot ako sa DILG because I don't even fire a gun. No, I don't have a gun. I don't even fire a gun. So when I was appointed here, anong gagawin ko dyan? No. But I was happy na I was here during the pandemic because sabi ko, if I was not in government during the pandemic, I would be so frustrated. Because it's the greatest catastrophe that has befall the world since World War II. And kung wala akong contribution, baka na-frustrated na ako ngayon, baka nagbabakuna ako ngayon. So at least the ability to work with local government units to ensure that the lockdowns are properly implemented up to the granular lockdown, to ensure that the ayuda is distributed on time, not only for this one, through from SAP 1, SAP 2, ayuda 1, ayuda 2. No, it really showed to me na nako, I'm glad that during this pandemic, I was able to make a small contribution. So I think that kind of mindset is important for those in government, so that you cherish every opportunity you have to make a difference. No, because as I mentioned kanina, everybody wants a better country. No, I don't think anyone in the Philippines would like our country to degenerate. No, but it's up to us. No, it's up to us to build a better country, and to make that happen. No, those in public service must understand that what they do is a privilege and not a right. And I also support what Ma'am Mardy said about the two-party system and many things. No, I have been a long advocate of constitutional reform. A long advocate of constitutional reform since the time I was working in Congress. No, it's about time that we amend the Constitution because the 87 Constitution began the multi-party system. No, and the multi-party system is a problem now because as mentioned, there's just, a two-party system, I think, is better for us because a multi-party system is best in a parliamentary system. And we are not a parliamentary system, we're a presidential system. And a presidential system requires two parties. Number two, the Constitution prohibited political dynasties, but forgot to define what political dynasties are. So, and, I'm not getting younger, no? I'm almost 50. Hanggang 60, 70 years old ba naman ako? Issue pa rin to, I think the next administration should make constitutional reform a centerpiece of its, of its plan. Another thing, if I may add, the 3-year term for a public official is too short para sa akin. No, it's just too short. Maya election na naman. Some people may think it's too long, but I think a 3-year term. I think we should go back to the 4-year term, and we should allow the president to be reelected. No, shorten the term to 4 years instead of the 6 years, and then ask him to get another mandate after 4 years. No, another mandate. No, a midterm election. Manuyo na naman siya sa taong bayan so that he will get an 8-year term. I don't know why we decided to make it 6 years. No, it's too long for a bad president, and it's too short for a good president. No, so ang dami pa. I can go on and on as to the flaws of the 1987 Constitution. No, but I think it's about time that we call a constitutional convention, and then revise the 87 Constitution, because the 87 Constitution really had a lot of it was written by an appointed body by then President Cory Aquino. They were not elected, no, and then there were a lot of give and take at the time. Mas maganda kung
it was written kasi as in reaction to the 20 years before that, diba? So I guess it had its reasons, but I think now there's so many changes that need to be made. Yeah,
that's right. No, 30 years later, we now know its flaws. No, kumbaga, we are in a better position to say which provision worked and which provision did not work. For example, the authority of the Supreme Court to act on anything under the sun has led to long litigations in the Philippines. No, sometimes cases take 30 years because walang katapusan yung litigation because the Supreme Court has expanded power under the 1987 Constitution. But Alex, I won't bore you with all of this, no. But there's just so many. The Judicial and Bar Council, but I don't want to discuss that. Maybe for another time.
Okay, well, thank you. Actually po, so iba kong mga words, first time ko rin po narinig parang, okay. But it's nice to know po, at least na-plant niyo po yung seed po, di ba? So maraming salamat po for that. How about si Sir Dexter Yang? Baka may gusto po siyang sabihin.
Actually, very interesting discussion kasi parang topic lang namin yan sa Consti, a few weeks ago as a law student. But yeah, so going back to the question, so what should citizens expect in the next administration? I think we can expect only what we demand, and our demands are best manifested in the next, the people we elect, diba? We can see naman through the track record, the platforms na inihahain ng mga tumatakbo, yun yung most likely offer nila. And I want to emphasize the fact that it's not just what they're saying right now, but their actual track record even beforehand. And I think that that's a good trend to look at kung ano yung may expect natin in the future, whether or not it's a more kumbaga mas strict na government interventions, or whether or not it's about more about people empowerment, or may mga na-undermine ba na transparency and accountability mechanisms na pinapahalagahan natin pero parang okay lang sa iba na i-let go na natin, parang ganon. So at the end of the day, all these social issues can be resolved if only the people can really unite, in the form of using the institutions to demand what they need, or what they deserve. At the same time, going outside those institutions, kumbaga i-impose natin yung kapangyarihan ng taong bayan really to put pressure on our government officials, our public servants. But the reality is it's gonna be a very difficult experience. Na naramdaman natin yan for the past
few years, no, especially because of disinformation, especially because of the pandemic. Yung previous means natin to really raise awareness sobrang na-dilute because there's so much information right now na nakikita. Pagbukas mo pa lang sa phone mo, sa Facebook, sa Twitter, sa TikTok, 'di ba? You get information from more than 100 sources all at once, 'di ba? As compared dati na you can really verify, ito legit to, ito hindi, 'di ba? And ako for us young people, it's really gonna be a very difficult problem. But yun parang any generation naman would have their problems, and I think this is the problem that we have to face. No, this is something that we have to accept na kailangan natin tugunan. No, kasi parang dati it's just changing times, no? Parang okay lang 'yan. But now it's really a problem that's, undermining our democracy, 'di ba? Affecting the lives of people, violating human rights, no? So going back, the challenge really for us is to demand, diba? To really demand and push for accountability in order for us to get yung mga needs na ina-expect natin from the government.
Wow, grabe. Panakikinig po ako. Parang ang dami po pasok sa utak ko, like how should we select the government body that we want for the next national election. So ang tumatak din talaga sa akin, we can only expect what we demand. Pero ang tanong po doon, yung taong po ba napili natin will be able to listen to us. So I hope na yung boboto po natin, siya po yung tao na makikinig at may simpat siya po sa mga kababayan po niya. Now that we are down to our last question, and gawin na rin po natin itong closing remarks for all of you. So I hope that you'll answer this one by one then po. Ang last question po is that, now that the national elections are coming near on May 9, almost 1 month na lang po halos, what should the public have to consider in choosing their future leaders? Kahit sino po, maybe we can start with Sir Jonathan, then followed by Sir Dexter, then Miss Mark.
Ako, mahirap yan. Ako kasi I don't want to impose my views on kung sinong gustong ng tao, no. Ako, para sa akin, your decision. Ang point ko lang, I think I would like to emphasize is we get the kind of leadership or we get the government we choose. Yun lang para sa akin, no. Kumbaga, don't expect some people are very critical on social media, for example. But if we ask them, have they voted? They have not. Or are they registered? They are not. No. Para sa akin, it's important that if you want some change in the way government runs, then you must do your part by helping the public choose who those leaders are. And pag bumoto ka, don't expect na magbabago kung binenta mo naman yung boto nyo. No? For example, in 2019, then Commissioner Louis De Guia came to us in the ILG and asked us to organize the Task Force Contra Bigay, which is the anti-vote buying task force. This is the first time that a anti-vote buying task force was organized in the history of the Philippines. No? Wala tayo. Parang pinabayaan na natin na vote buying is a part of life. And we have laws but no one bothered to implement. Yun ang point ko kanina eh. We have laws but no one bothered to implement. So I talked to Secretary Eduardo Anyo and we organized this. But this was just a week before the election. May mga nahuli, may mga nakasuhan, no? But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Ang mahirap kasi is we have allowed the problem to fester na may mga lugar sa Pilipinas ngayon na kung hindi sila mabigyan ng bayad, hindi sila boboto. That is the sad reality now. Na parang babawi naman yan si Mayor sa amin later on eh. So magpapabayad muna ako. At kung hindi ko matanggap yung bayad, hindi ako boboto. So we have allowed this problem to fester for so long, never addressed it. Kasi it's good to do voters education, but some people are not susceptible to voters education because they've been used to vote buying for so long. And I can name some provinces to you right now, but I will get in hot water, no? So ang gagawin namin for this year, for this coming election, task forces up to the municipal level, no? May kasamang police, may kasamang DOJ, may COMELEC officer, and then pag may balitang vote buying, lulusob yung police, and hopefully we can get enough evidence to stop it. Now, we're not saying we will solve the problem. This is This is a big problem that has been in government, has been with us for so long. Pero mababawasan lang ito para makuha naman natin yung tamang pagboto. Kasi, as I said kanina, para sa akin, we get the kind of government we elect. So, dati hindi pinapansin yung mga lokal. No? Okay, lokal lang yan. Importante sa akin, senador, congressman, mayor, presidente. But the pandemic has shown us that it is the LGU that has most impact in your life. Who will bring you to the hospital? Whose ambulance will bring you to the hospital? It is the LGU ambulance. Who will do the contact tracing? It's the LGU. Who will prepare the isolation center? It's the LGU. So again, the level of government that has the most impact is the local government unit. So I hope that the people, no, in the coming elections understand that that their choice will lead to the kind of government that they chose.
Thank you, sir.
Jonathan, I'll just ask, but it's not kasi daw vote buying, it's allowance lang, di ba? Pamasahe that they receive.
I'm referring, ma'am, I'm referring to the night operations, the night before.
Okay.
Yun, vote buying talaga yun.
Vote buying. Okay.
Yung mga 3 days before, 2 days before. Yun ang medyo nakakaano. Kasi may kasamang sample ballot yun eh. So that is really vote buying.
Thank you, sir. Sir Dexter, your turn.
Ayun. For me naman, people should really consider assessing yung mga iboboto nila as though nag-apply sila sa trabaho, di ba? You look at what they want to do when they get the job. You know, ano yung track record nila, ano yung experience na meron sila. No, tsaka siguro yung sarili mong pagka-relate, no. Kumbaga kung nakikita mo ba yung sarili mo doon sa kandidato na pwede mong iboto. So, I think it's really important na syempre kapag, 'di ba, pag may job application naman, pag nag-interview ka, parang automatically ayaw mo nung merong track record na kurakot pala o kaya may mga ganitong issues. 'Di ba? Gusto mo yung mas empowering, gusto mo yung naririnig ka, yung may malasakit, yung willing gumalaw, competent, no? 'Di ba? Yung mga ganung bagay. And I think that's something that we really have to emphasize kasi ngayon parang pangalan na lang eh, 'di ba? Parang sa mga tao ngayon, pangalan na lang. Sino ba yung pinakasikat? Sino ba yung iboboto ng karamihan na nasa barangay namin? 'Di ba? So, I think we really have to raise that discourse and really show people na they deserve better. And so we should elect better people. It's gonna be hard. Ito lagi namin sinasabi, if you're a young person, usually hindi ka pinapakinggan kasi bata ka pa. 'Di ba? Pero lalo na kung mag-isa ka lang. 'Di ba? Kaya kailangan natin magsama-sama, siguro bilang mga kabataan, kasama yung ginagawa ng Vote Pilipinas, kasama ng ginagawa ng mga different NGOs, ng mga local government units din natin. If we really can form a collective, no, and raise that sense of awareness, that sense of that message na we deserve better and we can do better, and more people would really listen to that. That's something that we tried in our local government. We were very conservative, no? But then as more people came in, no, as more people yung mga in-engage namin, we worked with barangay units, 'di ba, mga SK. Mas marami na yung nakikinig kasi nakita nila na mas marami kaming nag-iingay. Ganun din yung mangyayari sa darating na eleksyon. Kapag mas marami tayo nag-iingay at nagde-demand ng mas maayos, mas magagaling, mas may integridad na mga leader, no, yun yung papakinggan ng mga marami pang iba, no, na kumbaga baka hindi na nila iniisip kasi busy na sila maghanap buhay. Pero pag nakita nila yun, no, pag pinakita natin yun, pinarinig natin yun, baka dun yung papunta, no, yung darating na election natin.
Thank you, sir. Mardy?
Yeah. First, to just follow up with what Dexter said, right, about the youth's voice. Parang the voting na nga is that platform where everyone is equal. It doesn't matter, just because you're older doesn't mean your vote is also bigger, right? So parang here, whether you're young or old, you're rich or poor, the vote is exactly the same. It's still one vote per person. So this is really one area where every single vote is as equal as the other person. So for me naman, my closing is really just, the best candidate, just find out first who is the most maybe pro-poor, but more importantly, pro-democracy. Kasi we might differ in ideas, but for a candidate, if they're pro-democracy, diba, they will respect your views even if they differ from it. And then the third is look at their lifestyles. Now, we need a leader who, yung ethical leadership, diba, who really reflects the values that we want. So look at the way they live now, how they walk the talk, and let's use our votes really to change the country and make it, what they say, be the change we want to be, for all of us to reflect that change in our lifestyles and in our votes. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you all for coming today po. Sobrang insightful and grabe po yung wisdom na bigay niyo po sa akin, and I'm sure po doon din po sa mga nakikinig sa atin po ngayon. And siguro po yung masasabi ko lang din po, parang don't look at the short term, but look at the long term, kung ano po yung gusto po natin sa bansa. Because a great responsible leader creates an environment where people feel safe expressing themselves. Someone who shows up and extends empathy in times of disarray and brings peace in the midst of chaos po. And lastly, tawag po dito, yung voting season po, it's the season for patriotism, pagmamahal sa bansa at hindi po sa kandidato. So maraming salamat po sa araw na ito at salamat po dahil tinanggap niyo po yung invitation po namin. So yun lang po. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. Personally po talaga, ang dami ko po natutunan. So we still have 38 days more to go before the May 9 elections, which means 38 days more to go to gather the right information to assess the candidates running for office. So Vote Pilipinas has various ways that you can learn more about the upcoming 2022 national elections. So first off, head off to the votepilipinas.com and check out the candidate profile dashboard for more information you need about the candidates. We're not stopping there because make sure to stay tuned for the upcoming webinars in the coming few weeks with our next two webinars called the hashtag Bumoto Ka Para sa Kapayapaan at hashtag Bumoto Ka Para sa Katarungan this upcoming April 8, 2022. But more than that, catch the Filipinas Debates 2022, the turning point on April 3 this Sunday already at 7 p.m. As this is the second round of the presidential debate on live. You can catch it on live, online, on TV, and radio. So don't forget also that on April 23 and 24, it is the Filipinas Debates Town Hall. So stay tuned, stay updated on the latest about the Vote Pilipinas activities such as the Filipinas Debates, caravans, and more by joining Vibe with the nation with Vote Pilipinas Community Lead channel on Viber. Simply scan the QR code that you can see on your screen and join the community for a clean and safe election. You can also find Vote Pilipinas through various social media pages. On Facebook, just search and verify the Vote Pilipinas page. On Instagram and Twitter, and follow us at Vote Pilipinas. Subscribe also at Vote Pilipinas YouTube channel and stay connected with us to be updated on the Vote Pilipinas campaign. As election day draws closer and closer, we as Filipinos have the responsibility to create the change in our society today. Ang pagbabago na sa atin po yun. So daan ng kaunlaran, maaari tayo na gumawa ng mabuti para sa ating bansang Pilipinas. So bumoto ka para sa kaunlaran ngayon 2022. National elections, bumoto ka this May 9, 2022. My name is Alex. Maraming salamat po.
Ito ang debating kukumpleto sa inyong desisyon. Sa panahon ng pandemya, kawalan ng trabaho, giyera. Ngayon, higit kailanman, napakahalagang suriin ang susunod na mamumuno sa ating bansa. Sino ang may totoong solusyon? Sino ang may konkretong plano? Sino ang tapat na maglilingkod? Kasama ninyo ang Commission on Election sa pagpantay at pagkilatis sa mga susunod na leader ng ating bansa. Dito ninyo malalaman. Pilipinas Debates 2022, The Turning Point. Simulcast live nationwide and worldwide. March 19, Sabado, the Presidential Debate. March 20, Linggo, the Vice Presidential Debate. April 3, Linggo, ang ikalawang Presidential Debate. April 23, Sabado, the Vice Presidential Town Hall Debate. At April 24, Linggo, the Presidential Town Hall Debate. Kilalanin natin mabuti ang mga kandidato sa pagkapangulo at pangalawang pangulo dito sa pinakamalaki at opisyal na serye ng debate. Pilipinas Debates 2022, The Turning Point.